starting to notice things pop here on radar. You can see back to the north and west or east of Houston is where we're seeing those showers and even a few isolated thunderstorms getting a little wet just south of Livingston along 69 there through Cleveland, Splendora and Roman Forest. Continue to see that into Kennefic as well. And even if you're out to Huntsville, you've had a passing shower that continues as well along 45 there. Now, this is just a preview of what we'll be experiencing. Our cold front already swinging through the Lone Star State, and behind it is where we're going to notice a line of thunderstorms developing. This is why there is a severe thunderstorm watch already in place across portions of central Texas, and it's just very active here from Dallas all the way into places like Bell, Texas. So something to keep in mind, that front is going to be charging through. Really won't see a whole bunch of activity related to the cold front until later tonight. So all the thunderstorm activity comes around 11 p.m. and that's mainly north and west of Harris County. As we continue through around 3 a.m., you might wake up and hear storms pounding on your doorstep, and then we'll continue to see this clear just in time for our Monday morning commute. Now, these storms do come with a punch ahead. I'll be going over the severe weather threat that it comes with across southeast Texas. I'll let you know what our biggest impacts will be for tonight into our overnight hours, Bill. Boxes back through portions of central Texas there. And then we're also looking at now an extension of our severe thunderstorm watch, which is those yellow boxes now including Austin and San Antonio. So this is important. If you have family and friends traveling for Mother's Day, make sure they have a way to receive alerts, because as this front continues to push on through, we're going to start to notice more and more activity. Now, ahead of the front here in southeast Texas, just a few showers and isolated thunderstorms coming from Shepherd through Cleveland, Splendora, continuing to move from east to west back along 45 there. Also getting some of that rain out to Kennefic and Harding, and that's also where we're seeing some of that lightning as well. As we slide a little farther to the west, Magnolia through Willis, even back through College Station, picking up some showers there. We'll continue to watch for this to expand as we head through the rest of this evening. So in the next hour or so, still anticipate some more showers and isolated thunderstorms to fire off, mainly north of Houston. This goes beyond sunset. Notice College Station there, even just to the south of Madisonville, going to be looking at wet weather that extends down through 290, touching into Interstate 10 West. Then 10, 11, 12 o'clock, our line meets those showers and thunderstorms, and it takes over. Notice we do have some indications of hail with this. Hail will be one of the things that we're going to be watching out for, as well as winds. This will continue to move closer and closer. So if you're in Huntsville, the Woodlands, Conroe, even down through Bush, 3 a.m., Houston's getting wet, and you also see that extending down through Sugar Land, El Campo, and Matagorda. This swings through Brazoria, Chambers, and Galveston as we head into that 4 and 5 o'clock hour. Notice starting to see some improvements by 5 a.m. for Houston, but anywhere south and east of Houston, going to be looking at wet conditions. This will continue to press on out. So the Monday morning commute not looking bad at all, and in fact, will be drying out. Now, we will be picking up anywhere from an inch to a half an inch of rain, some spots even less. These storms are moving at a good clip, but if we do happen to see some downpours stick around a little longer or just some high rainfall rates, we are going to be concerned with some quick street flooding. Wind risk is really low here, but not zero. As you head to the north and west, this is where we have our strongest threats. Hail also going to be a big factor north of Houston here, as that there's been a beautiful Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. But we're going to start to see some things change up here as we continue through Sunday evening into the overnight hours and into early Monday morning. A severe weather risk painted across the screen, and what we notice is we have 3 different colors. They represent 3 different levels. To the south, across Houston, much of Fort Bend County, Brazoria, Matagorda, Chambers, and Liberty, this is where we have a 1 out of 5. Those strong to severe thunderstorms going to be a little less likely to be numerous, instead more isolated in nature. But as we head into this yellow color, a 2 out of 5, a better chance to see some strong to severe thunderstorms develop from Conroe back through Columbus, even out to Madison, Trinity, as well as College Station. And then look at that orange color. This is where we have a really good chance to see some strong thunderstorms develop from Austin into Killeen and even farther west than that. Now, as we take a look here, it's all due to a cold front that continues to push through the state. This front, once again, bringing a leading edge of storms through North Texas, Central Texas, all the way to South Texas and here in Southeast Texas as well. And this timeline is going to be something you want to watch out for because many of us will be asleep when it happens. So it's going to be important to make sure you have your phone charged just in case things do get a little feisty and you have to head to a safe place. Sunday, 6 p.m. is what we're looking at now. We have noticed a few showers mainly to the north of Harris County and a few isolated thunderstorms. That's going to remain the case. That wet weather will continue to work its way to the west, eventually meeting with the line of storms coming out of the west. So 8 o'clock, dry in Houston, but wet if you're in places like Huntsville, through portions of Livingston there. Brenham could even be touching into some wet weather continuing to the 8 o'clock hour. Now 10, 11 o'clock, this continues to push through the Brazos Valley. College Station, Brenham, Columbus looking wet around midnight. We'll also start to see that push into Huntsville as we head into that 1 and 2 o'clock hour. This continues to shift its way to the south and east, lightening up in terms of intensity back to the north and west, but firing off in terms of intensity as you head through Harris County, down through Sugar Land, even seeing that through El Campo, Matagorda, and portions of western Brazoria County. We're going to continue to watch this shift its way to the south and east, so we will see some improvements by the time we get to the 5 o'clock hour for the city of Houston, even looking better for Sugar Land. But those sitting south, once again, south and east of the city of Houston, Galveston, Bolivar, Lake Jackson, back through portions of Winnie, we're going to still have to keep our weather awareness on because those storms could still pack a punch right along the coast there. And then by 6, 7 a.m., we'll be looking at major improvements as that wet weather continues to work its way out across the Gulf and even across portions of coastal Louisiana. So Monday morning's commute, as long as this timing sticks, we should be looking at a dry Monday morning commute. When it's all said and done, we're going to pick up a decent amount of rain, 1 inch as you head back through the Brazos Valley, and some areas here in Houston around a half an inch. As you head to the coast, a little less. Once again, we will watch out for some ponding and street flooding. Other than that, not looking at any prolonged flooding because the system is moving quickly as of now. Now, the wind risk is something that we are going to continue to monitor. We have around a 5% to see wind be damaging across Houston, Pearland, Angleton, Galveston, even out to Liberty County, and then an even higher chance, around 15% into Huntsville, Conroe, Livingston, and Brenham. And then notice here, I'm going to show you all of our risk, hail, even tornado, as we head into that hail risk. Look, it does not include a good chunk of Harris County, Houston. In fact, not likely to see any large hail develop across the area, but that's going to be more likely to the north and west when that energy starts to come right out along that frontal boundary. So from Livingston, Huntsville, College Station, back even touching just into Katy, we'll watch out for that, but the risk is low overall with the best chance for that across portions of North and Central Texas. And then that tornado risk, we don't really have much to worry about in terms of spin-ups here for Houston. We'll keep that threat out to places like Madison County, so we'll watch out for that through tonight. Please tune in with us when you see our weather pushes. We'll be on the stream periodically as that system rolls through the overnight. Now, what we notice behind this is slightly cooler conditions Monday. Waking up the mid-60s, highs in the low 80s, and then we'll continue to see that heat and humidity roll